Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel for another tarot pick a card reading. In today's reading we are going to dive into what is being unsaid with this person on your mind. So whoever it may be, get them in your mind's eye and you can choose your pile to get this reading. If you need to know how to use your intuition to pick a card, check out my video link down below as always on how to do so. Otherwise, we have our pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I'll see you at your time. Hey group 1, we're going to get started with your tarot pick a card reading today, all about what is being unsaid by this person on your mind. So we're doing this reading a little bit differently today. I only have one card pulled for the framework, and then I'm just going to kind of use my discernment to use other piles. So move your little stone here that I have. And your card that we have is soulmate. So twin flame, friendship, romantic partner. So the idea from this card is to, like I said, set framework for it, give us a frame of reference. So I am just already picking up that this is someone that you are either like talking to, dating. There's already kind of an established awareness that you guys are interested in each other. However, maybe that is what they're hiding as well. Maybe the depth of this. Yeah, let's find out though. Let's pull some cards and see more of what pile 1's person on their mind is hiding. What are they not saying about this connection right now? Alrighty. So we're starting off with the Son of Pentacles. And then we also have the Seven of Wands. However, it came out in reverse, and I think I'm going to take reversals for this reading, actually. We also have the Eight of Wands reversed, the Two of Swords reversed, and the Four of Swords reversed. Alrighty, this is interesting. So like I said, there's already some kind of established awareness that you guys have with each other where it's like, clearly you guys are bonded. You know, whether you guys have spent a significant amount of time bonding with each other or something along those lines. I feel like that is something though, it's like, this is something that has definitely been growing over time. I feel like you guys have spent a lot of time together, quality time together. And it's funny because it's making me think of this TikTok podcast thing that I saw the other day where it said that studies have shown that if you spend like 200 hours with somebody, how that is kind of shown to like build a deeper intimate connection. So honestly, this is truly, with the Son of Pentacles being the only upright energy, this is showing me that like maybe this was just a friendship. Maybe I say was too. It's funny because it was supposed to be maybe just a friendship. It was supposed to be just, you know, a general sharing of energies, but it has progressed, whether this person wants it to or not. And I think that's really interesting because maybe that's what's being hidden here, and what's not being said is that this person is starting to feel pressure about taking the next step in this relationship, because we have the Seven of Wands next after the Son of Pentacles. And this is giving me the energy of somebody that knows that momentum has built, and now they realize that they have to pick, essentially. You know, this card is all about kind of persevering and choosing to defend oneself and kind of stand up for oneself. So with it being in reverse, I feel like this person realizes that they're in a space where, like, I think they're hiding that they don't, maybe this person is used to having to defend themselves to people and having a more defensive point of view. And I feel like with you, they could be hiding the fact that they don't really feel the need to be defensive. You know, maybe you guys have your like fun, playful banter and whatnot, but like, I just don't feel like this person like feels like they have to push too hard with you for some reason. And I think that's like the compatibility and like soulmate aspect coming out of it, is like this person is recognizing and maybe hiding the fact that they feel so much ease with you. And like maybe you guys stand for very similar things. And again, maybe that's why the momentum was easily built over time. Like it just accumulated, you know. And maybe this is somebody that like you guys were just hanging out casually, but it's been months now, and it's been time to evaluate the situation, is what I want to say. And like I feel like this person like wasn't expecting this to go that far, but now they're in a position where they're like I said, like they know almost that if they need to, like they should stand up for themselves. They should say like something, I want to say. Like there's something that this person feels like they should stand up for, but for some reason they're like, it's kind of dumb to stand up about this to this person, because like I said, like there's a compatibility, a natural understanding. Like maybe this where this person shows any kind of hesitations or something like that, you're just like, okay, that's fine. Like you're it's really like water off a duck's back to you. And I feel like, again, like that is what has brought this connection forward in the first place, is that you guys aren't the type to like have to fight with each other. And I don't think this person knows what to do with that, because we have the 8 of Wands after that. So we're seeing this still steady progression, but it's like, again, like they don't know what to do with it. They have a feeling of pressure and inspired action, but it's not necessarily like making an easy choice or route for them, because this is something that they've not really worked on a super long time, you know? And like I said, like maybe they haven't, and I say worked on, so maybe they haven't like worked with people in this way in a very long time. So, you know, take that as it resonates for your situation, but it feels like this person is having a really hard time on deciding where they should be going with everything. Because then we also have the 2 of Swords. Now, with it coming out in reverse, it does show me that this person, they can't fight the feeling a little bit. Like they almost have to surrender. And this card gives surrender, and it's in the reverse as well. Like they have to surrender to the momentum. They can't help the fact that they ended up where they've ended up now. And I think that is something that they're starting to feel is important. Like they're starting to realize like things have progressed the way that they've progressed for a reason. Like, you know, it's not that easy with everyone else. And with the 4 of Swords after that, it's again like coming to an awareness where they might start to want to come out of their shell more. And, you know, I think this person has really sat with this energy for a long time, and you've just kind of allowed them to, and that's really helped the natural progression here. So I feel like they're not telling you this because they don't want you to know that they've been kind of like either, like I said, feeling pressured or feeling anyway, because they don't blame you for that. Like I said, like you don't give them a reason to fight. They through your interactions, they know that you're not the problem. They are 100% sure you are not the problem now. I want to say now, because maybe they, you know, like initial reaction was like, oh, this could have been this person. Like this could have been this person's influence or something like that. But like this person is starting to recognize now that I think what they were held up on, like all of it matters, you know? So like if this person is kind of creating anew for themselves, they might find that there's certain things, standards, whatever, that they are like not willing to budge with. And maybe this person has laid down the law a few times and has tried to like act like, it's almost like they're expecting you to give up because they, you know, stated their claim, but you weren't like that. You were just like, yeah, I understand, like that. And that's what I think is really interesting to this person, and what they could just be hiding the fact that that's so interesting to them, and that is such a main source of why they're attracted to you, I feel like, because they just aren't used to having it be so easy, I want to say. Yeah, so we have being chased. I feel like this person is used to being chased, honestly. Like, you know, I feel like they have a lot of people that want their attention, I'm seeing with this, all this Wands energy as well. And like I said, they're used to having to defend themselves and say like, no, I don't want to spend time with you, or no, I don't want to do this, or no, I am like this and I don't want to do it that way. Like there's a lot of like having to say like how to, like having to individualize with other people that is very habitual for this person. So they're used to running away from people, or, you know, being chased by people. And I feel like with you, it doesn't feel as horrible, like I guess, like that. Like I said, like you don't really chase them. You just kind of accept it. And you're like, okay, you're going to go off, go do your thing. Like you just kind of let them go. And that seems to give this person enough breathing room, I want to say. Like they feel like relaxed enough that they can start anew with whatever, or like not even start anew, just like keep rolling basically. Because that's the thing, is like these people, this person on your mind, like they can get a very long to-do list and a lot of people that are like asking them for things. And like I said, they're used to having to defend their personal identity outside of that. So we also have insects and reptiles. So let me pull the other card as well. We have elderly people. Okay. So with the insects card and with elderly people, like I said, like there's almost this responsibility that this person has to people. And maybe it's because there's a lot of people around them that are not able to help themselves. Like it makes me think of like, yeah, just helping and being of service, you know, to things that maybe don't have the capacity always to help themselves, you know? And I think that this person is hiding perhaps the fact that it is a kind of a habit, like I was saying, of theirs to run away from integration with other people because they know that there's a lot of weight and pressure that goes into being kind of like a caretaker in a situation. Not that they see you, though, as somebody that they'd have to be a caretaker for. And I think that's an important thing that is kind of confusing this person. Like, I feel like they're hiding the fact that they don't want to have to take care of things. Like, they want things to be kind of how they've been already with you. But like I said, I feel like you're not looking for this person to, like, quote unquote, like, take care of you, like, caregive for you. Like, I feel like you just like this person, you like the energy you guys have in common, and it's almost hard for this person to sometimes identify that separate from how they've always identified things that they've been drawn to, because sometimes they're drawn to things that, like I said, are not necessarily like the most helpful for them, is what it feels like. So I feel like they're hiding the fact that like they have a lot of things on their plate that they probably hide from. They're hiding the things they hide from you. It's kind of interesting. Let's pull some more cards here to finish out this message. We have direction, honesty, and flourishing. So yeah, I feel like this person may be hiding some truths about what direction they want to take with things. I feel like this person has some pretty extreme preferences about where they see things going and unfolding, and probably because they have an understanding of like the due diligence that each thing is owed. With all these spiders here, it's kind of giving me that diligent energy, as well as the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like this person is hiding the fact that they're very diligently looking at the direction of this connection and trying to operate in a very honest mindset, because they like the flourishing that is happening. They like the fact that things are blossoming here and that they're getting some sort of direction from the fact that you aren't pushing them in a direction like everybody else does. I feel like everybody else is always pushing this person in a direction of having to like work hard and really just take care of business, and this person like wants to take care of their own business. They want to be a self-starter about it. They don't want to have to be told to do things, and because they're the type of person that feels defiantly when they are told to do shit. Like they just are like, I don't want to do it just because you told me to do it. So yeah, I feel like this person is hiding a lot of maybe this internal struggle as it relates to like what they should be doing with all the pressures in their life. Because like I said, this person's spread kind of thin. They have a lot of different external sources that are trying to get them to do certain things. And I think it's hard for this person sometimes to not see you as that type of person too, even though they know that you're not. And that's what's just hard about, I think, this person's mentality, is that they have to be left alone at times and left to not communicate with you, which can make you feel really left out and make you feel like they're running away from you. But at the same time, I think this is them trying to give due courtesy to this situation, because they don't want you to be everybody else. Like they don't want to see you as everybody else. They don't want your energy to feel like everybody else's. So they kind of do, like I said, the due diligence to the situation and take it in a certain direction, whether that is just them withdrawing or maybe not really knowing what to do with opportunities. Like they're trying to, like I said, have an honest approach about the situation and not pressurize themselves to make decisions that aren't aligned with them. Like they want to make naturally good choices. And I feel like they're starting to get this sense that like you are a good choice for them. Yeah, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Exactly. This is kind of, all of these cards are pointing to a coming to and an understanding of. So I feel like this person, and it's not really a super, like this person I think has been acting this way for a while. Like they've been acting with that due courtesy to you. And it's just been really confusing though, like what that means. Yeah, the Two of Wands in reverse. Justice, yeah. And the Emperor. Okay, so I was going to say this person has had some really mixed signals about the directions that they've been wanting to take. But I feel like this person, like I said, is having a come-to moment where they realize they're already acting in accordance to what they want. You know, like for example, if this says somebody that, like I said, was started off as a friend and then you guys just really started hanging out a lot and then it became one of those things where it's like, oh, I kind of really like this person. Like I'm feeling pressurized to make the next step. But then they get worried about the pressurized because once again, it like brings up old trauma of people like pressurizing them and pushing them to do things that they didn't want to do. And then they have to work really hard to do the thing they didn't really want to do. Like it's just a whole process for this person that really caught them up. So it made them feel like this was kind of a double-edged sword relationship because they could see, you know, the new path, the new side, the new way that things could flourish, but they also had to be honest with themselves about where they were at. And I feel like they're learning that they can be honest with you about where they're at and what the direction is they want to take because they realize that you're a really reciprocal factor in their life. You're not trying to steer them any in particular way. You're just trying to like leave the door open in case they want to come through it, essentially. And again, this person really respects that about you and finds it to be really kind of you. And it's funny because at the back of the deck is the High Priestess. So again, you're just kind of sitting with this knowing that like this person is already acting with love with you. They're already doing the motions of what it is that they know they want to do in the first place. So I feel like they're just kind of waiting for their internal energy to catch up. And I feel like that's what they're hiding right now, is that they're in some kind of internal conflict about what they should be doing. Even though they're already kind of doing what they should be doing, but like there are little hiccups, I feel like maybe with communication or like their efforts that come up that are like representing and like very obviously symbolizing this person's state about how they feel about like the control and direction of a situation. But like I said, I feel like this person is trying to handle this in a very fair manner towards you and towards your energy because they don't want to mess this up with you. Like they know that they have to do right by you because all you've ever done is right by them. So it's like, why would they show up in a different way? You know what I mean? Like they really respect that about you. So yeah, I think you're bringing up a lot of really like sticky issues that this person has dealt with for a long time, but hasn't really had the positive space to heal. So you're helping them kind of heal those things and move past some pretty negative interpersonal relationship like experiences that this person has dealt with in the past. So kudos to you, group 1. Hope this message helped you and resonated for your situation. And if it did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to my channel for more intuitively channeled messages like this. If you'd like to book a reading with me, as always, link down below to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to skedaddle though, and I will see you guys in a later video. Peace. Hello, group 2. We are going to get started with your tarot pick a card reading today, all about what is the person not on your mind not telling you? What are they hiding from you about their feelings about this connection and their thoughts? So, or just anything in general, I guess, that they're hiding from you. So let's dive in. I'm doing this reading a little bit differently today. We just have one card to give us some sort of frame of reference, and then we're going to dive deeper as I see fit with my other decks. But yeah, let's get us started. So your card is Love Affair, Dirty Little Secret, Sex Fix, and Down Low. Interesting energy. So definitely like not as secure and established as you guys might want it to be, with it coming out as Love Affair versus maybe other energies that this could be. But that is, I mean, obviously it's some kind of romantic sexual situation that is coming out here. Now, I will say from there, what could be hidden here, it could be just generally this is a sneaky link type situation with Love Affair, Down Low, Dirty Little Secret. Like something about this is just an overall hidden situation in general. So whether it's like unprofessed feelings or just a secret connection. Take it as it resonates. But it's interesting. So let's pull some cards and get some more information. What are they hiding? So we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. We have the King of Wands. The 6 of Wands in reverse. The 9 of Wands. Holy Wands energy. This is a sneaky link, isn't it? And the 10 of Swords. I was going to say, are we just getting all Wands? 3 of Pentacles in the back of the deck. So that being overall energy, I feel like this could be someone that, like I said, is some type of down low sort of connection that you have, whether it is like a coworker that you have to see low key, or a friend in your friend group that like nobody knows that you're dating, or something like that. Like something that is more low key, though, is the emphasis on this reading. So if that is not your situation, please pick a different pile or a different reading. But it does feel like what this person is mainly hiding is they are a pretty popular person, I want to say. I feel like this person has a lot of options, and they know that. I feel like this person knows that they have a lot of different opportunities right now for them in their life. And I don't know. I don't feel like this person has really kept you completely open, or kept things completely open with maybe all of the attention and whatnot that they're getting in their life. Now, I don't think this is like a negative thing towards you. If anything, I feel like this person maybe can be kind of humble at times, which is funny. You wouldn't think that with all this like Wands energy, but the King of Wands being not the only upright card, but one of the only upright cards with the 9 of Wands, it gives me the vibe that this person is, you know, maybe, oh my God, I was thinking well endowed, take it for what it's worth. But like this could be somebody that like is a very attractive person. And honestly, most really attractive people that I know are very humble. Like they don't, because when you're super attractive, you hit a point where some people just don't tell you that. They don't say it to you. So I feel like what this person is kind of hiding, or what's being hidden in this connection, is maybe how attractive one or both of you guys is to each other. That is one thing that is coming out. Like one of you, like actually, it just feels like both of you guys are really enamored by each other, but almost don't want to give it up to each other. Take that again and how it resonates. But like they don't, it's just like they know that you have options. You know they have options. So I feel like what's being hidden is maybe those other options. Maybe all these other like attempts and people that kind of poke. Maybe that's what's being hidden. Is that there are other people that are trying to take this person's energy away from their direction with you. And I don't feel like this person necessarily completely ignores these people. I think, you know, they do. Because like I said, there's like a humbleness and something to this energy where like they do appreciate when people give them compliments. So if people are giving them energy, they don't deny efforts. You know, they're not somebody that sees like a compliment as like a dime a dozen, even though they might seem like they could be that way because of how attractive they are. So I feel like what this person hides is like the fact that like they do need an ego boost sometimes. They do need to feel they do need kind of the dead horse being beaten about how good they are. Like this person has a praise kink is kind of what feel like they're hiding. They're hiding the fact that they do really appreciate the compliments. They do really appreciate being regarded in high esteem. Maybe because this person just doesn't feel like they ever really like things have really amounted to anything. Like maybe this person has had a ton of people say, oh, I think you're cute, whatever, but like they don't have a lot of successful relationships. Or, you know, like there's all these people that might find them attractive, but like no one wants to date them. Like things like that, where it's like there's sure signs of success, but like the real success of it all maybe isn't completely felt for this person. And that's what they're hiding. Like they haven't really felt satisfactory yet about something. Let's pull some more information for y'all. I'm actually going to continue with that What's the Vibe deck. Okay, yeah, we have burned bridges, which is lack of trust, disloyalty, or turned back on. We have envy, resentful, competitive, discontent. And we have antisocial, in your feelings, silent treatment, left out, with apology on the back of the deck. Okay, I feel like this person may be hiding the fact that they, you know, are a very competitive person, and that they want to, like I said, they want to feel successful about all the efforts and all the people, all the, just like anything that's ever, like, this is the kind of person that, like, if they have exes or people that whatever, like, they want to, next time that they immerse in that person's awareness, they want to be seeming better than them. They want to come out on top, and like they burn that bridge, and like that was the best thing that ever happened to them. And I feel like this person really struggles with that because they can kind of leave themselves to a space of discontent. You know, like I said, maybe this person really got like left out in the cold in some capacity in their last situation. And so now they really are trying to like reap a lot of rewards. So this could be someone that, like I said, like is really kind of enjoying the compliments or enjoying the people that are giving them attention right now, because they just really need some type of solidarity, I want to say. Like they need some type of solidarity in their ego, and they're finding that that is a really good thing for them right now for some reason. Now obviously if this person's like too much in their ego, that's not going to come out right, but I don't feel like this person is super negatively dealing with this. If anything, I feel like they are just trying to work with this part of themselves that wants to feel satisfied and wants to feel like they are successful in their endeavors and that they did choose the right choice. You know, maybe this is someone coming out of a past relationship that really kind of blew up in their face, and they're feeling kind of low from that. So now they're kind of working their way up to be back high. Yeah. We have protection coming out. So I feel like this person is hiding that they are protecting their ego a lot here by acting in this way and by just kind of keeping one foot in the door. We have blocked. Then we have negative. Okay. And then we have letting go on the back of the deck. So I feel like this person is hiding the fact that they are really, you know, in that egoic struggle with this. And maybe that's why you guys are in this little like down low sort of situation, because this person wants to maintain their power. And maybe the more that they've been alone and have really released kind of the importance of other people in their life, they're finding themselves to feel a lot more stable, structured, and not like they're using people necessarily, but like they're able to get use out of people's commentary. Because maybe when they were a little bit more intertwined, they felt like the commentary was overwhelming and like really pressuring them or blocking them off in some way, like just kind of giving them a negative taste in their mouth about themselves for whatever reason. So I feel like what they're hiding here is that they actually feel very like blocked off from kind of like letting this chapter end. Like they feel like it's almost, I mean, they want it to end, and that's the thing with the Ten of Swords in the end, or in the reverse back here, and the Ten of Wands in reverse at the beginning. Like I feel like this person's ready to let things go, but they are just having kind of a hard time with that. And it's because they have their ego, you know. It makes me think of like when I mean, this is a very similar energy to how I've experienced like getting out of a long-term relationship, and then all of a sudden all these people are popping up like giving you attention, but like you find somebody in that time that really does suit your fancy and like makes you feel good and whatever, and it's like hard to, you know, cut ties with the rest of the roster essentially. And I don't feel like this person's like entertaining people in the same way they entertain you. It just feels like they like still hold on to the fact that they want to be regarded with positive stuff, essentially. And for some reason, this person feels like the more that they tie themselves down to any person or anything, that they are opening themselves up to a negative reputation somehow. So maybe if this is a big wound for this person, is that in past relationships, it somehow gave them a negative reputation that they didn't feel like they earned. So they're really trying their hardest and darndest, it feels like, to keep that under wraps, keep that in their control, and not, I don't know, like lose out on a like personal level this time. Because whatever happened in the past, like that was something that really made them feel like they put a lot of energy into it. Maybe they were really social with this past person and it just like really blew up in their face. Maybe they lost a lot of friends from their past situation. Yeah, like I said, with reputation coming out, this person is paying a lot of attention to their reputation right now. And maybe that's why the overall energy of what they're hiding with this love affair is they don't want the public eye to know that they are entertaining you. And it's not that, like, I feel like this person, like I said, they really like the solo attention they get. They don't want to have to maybe open up the box of chocolates and to have to explain like their relationship with you. Like they kind of just want that to be separate. Yeah, ascendant. They want, and it's funny because this is like a natural square, like the tension between your personal life and your professional life. So I feel like this person is very much struggling with that and kind of hiding the fact that it's like, yes, they want to be seen very individualized and very like just appreciated for who they are, because it's kind of making me feel like if this person were to like openly be in a relationship with you, they think for some reason people wouldn't give them the same opportunities as they're getting on a solo journey. So maybe this has to do with work, or it has like some kind of like, yeah, some kind of like work reputation sort of situation. They're like really worried about like that being ruined by kind of standing together with this. But then we have the North Node. So I feel like this person is hiding the fact that they know that this is tension. Like I said, like they're hiding this tension in the first place. And I feel like they have this wisdom to them where they know that they're supposed to be working on this. So that's why they are, honestly, that's why they're hiding it, is because it's like a secret little work thing that they're doing, a secret little thing that they're trying to figure out for themselves about what their goals are. And they might be trying to like rehash new ways to do things. You know, I feel like their ego protection is something that they might be running into situations where they have to rehash, because maybe this person would just pull away and isolate and cut ties with people and just end things right off the bat when the going got hard. But now this person is having to learn how to rework challenges and like how addressing challenges in a different light could actually change the outcome. Because I feel like this person maybe felt like they were stuck to particular outcomes, but that's being reimagined is what I want to say. So let me just pull you guys some final cards here to end out this reading and what this person's hiding. Okay, well, they'll be back. We have gambling and we have communicate. Okay, so I feel like this person is, and we have narcissist on the back of the deck. Okay, I feel like this person is like maybe taking that time and space to sort of just enjoy what they have in terms of freeness and opportunity in this current situation that you guys are in, because it's not there yet where they are feeling tied down and weighted, you know? So they're trying to really just engage with that while they can. However, I feel like things are starting to amp up a little bit here. And like I said, they realize they have to readdress maybe how they approach situations about like opportunities and whatnot. And I feel like they're probably going to end up communicating all of this to you and let you know that like they've really been like gauging their options in all areas of life, whether it's, you know, relationships or work or any opportunities, whether, and relocation is another thing here. I feel like this person has been really looking at the outside world with a keen perspective of like, what is mine? Like, what am I here to do, essentially? So, it's been taking them a lot of time away from kind of the outer world, though, at the same time, because they need to really understand the outer pressures as outer pressures and not feel so negatively endowed to those, and negatively like indebted, like tied to them, enmeshed almost. Like they want to have a little bit more freedom in their life. And I think that's, while they're going to come back to you and kind of show you that is their directive, that they need this freedom. They need to feel the opportunities. And like I said, I feel like they're going to explain this kind of like push-pull that they have. They may not be bluntly say that they like attention the way they do, but I feel like you sense this person needing this pick-me-up. And, that's why they can't really hide it after a certain amount of time, because it's like they come back around and you're like, all right, like, so clearly something else didn't work out and that's why you're here. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting from this. So, but yeah, group 2, I hope this message resonated for you guys. And if it did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to my channel for more intuitively channeled messages. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, make sure you check out the link below, as always, to my website. Otherwise, I'm going to skedaddle and I'll see you guys in a later video. Peace. Alrighty, group 3, we are going to get started with your tarot pick a card reading today, all about what is being hidden from you, from this person on your mind. What are they not telling you? Maybe what might they tell you about it? We'll see. So, doing this reading a little bit different today. Ooh, let's get that better in frame. I only have one card to set our framework, and then we're going to just dive in as best seen fit by me with other cards. But let's get us started. So we have family, blood ties, inner circle. So right off the bat, I mean, one of two ways. This could be them hiding family. If you know, you know. If you don't know, if you have an inkling, I should say, this should make sense. But if it's not that, it could be some serious ties that they have to family expectations, that sort of thing. We're going to dive in with more cards, though, to get more of a frame of reference here. So let's see. For pile 3, what is the person on their mind hiding from them? What are they not saying? Okay, we have the Star. We have the Hermit in reverse. We have the 3 of Cups. And the Hierophant in reverse. We also have the High Priestess, which kind of came out sideways, so I'm going to keep it sideways. And then we had the Knight of Pentacles. Hangman in reverse. Okay, I have 2 messages, and this is like 2 separate readings almost, the way that this message is coming through. Because for some of you, there is a few of you out there where there is somebody that you are involved with in that they have another family, whether they are still in that family and your little mistress or something like that, or they are just still somehow tied to their family in some way. That this could also be somebody that is just very indebted to their family, very like very tied to family expectations. And I think that's kind of true for either person, pile, whatever that's looking at this. But, especially with the 3 of Cups here, it shows me that there's an intertwinement with other people that may not necessarily be a main part of this it is a main part of this connection. I will say. That's probably what's being hidden, is how much of a main part this family is to this person. So, again, whether it is like an ex and kids that they have together, or like their actual like parents and siblings and stuff like that, like there is a strong tie that this person has to them and a strong expectation that follows that. I think this person has had a lot of dreams about family life, and just with that coming a lot of expectations about how they best kind of see that fit, what that looks like, what you look like, how it all fits together, essentially. And I feel like this person maybe hiding the fact that I don't think they've found exactly what they're looking for with you just yet to like make this a further thing. I feel like this person's deeply inquiring about that. You know, they're thinking a lot about what you could look like in this person's life long term, family wise. But like I said, I feel like they haven't yet found what it is that they're looking for. So they're trying to keep things more open and casual. Maybe they're inviting you to be around their family and friends and whatnot. Or alternatively, they could be not inviting you to that because they don't know how that would mix. So again, there's kind of different ways that this can show. This is a general reading though, so I'll take it as it resonates. If you want more personalized messages, check out my personal readings. But with the Hierophant and then the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like this person honestly doesn't even know how they align with these values that they hold to like such a strong like hierarchy as it relates to like their life. You know, so like maybe this is somebody that, like I said, like their family has a very like specific expectation of what a family is supposed to look like, or they have a very specific role within their family that they're supposed to act in. I keep going, whatever. So I feel like this person just gets overwhelmed sometimes with the repetition of that, I will say, and kind of, you know, that's where you come in. I feel like they hide the fact that you sort of like give them hope in a different arena, in a different light. Like you don't follow the same expectations and traditions as I think this person does. And I think they really enjoy that about you because you bring kind of a new philosophy to play. And it's already like a pretty established philosophy. Like, you know, it's a way that you've been forever. So you have some pretty good pointers on why it works, why you wouldn't change, why, you know, like you have a very like profound sense of why you do what you do. And I think this person is, you know, even connecting with you in the first place because they need that energy in their life. They need to know kind of their grounding and their rooting for why they want what they want. And I don't know, for some reason, like I said, like this person is hiding the fact that they have a hard time putting it all together, essentially. So let's pull you guys some more cards. We have Round and Round. I feel like this person keeps things going round and round. Like I said, it's a very repetitive, redundant type of lifestyle that this person might live because they're so, like, family energy coming out as their main energy of what they're hiding is very like I do this because we do this. Like, we have to do this. This is what the family does. It's regressive in a way. And we have Twin Flame, which is interesting, especially with Round and Round. An opportunity. I feel like this person, it's funny because like the Twin Flame opportunity is there for this person, but they don't take it. And I feel like that's what they're hiding from you, is that they are kind of purposely missing this opportunity because they're not looking within the way that you would want them to and the way that you guide them to. I don't think it's a lost cause necessarily, because I do feel like this person, if you speak the right language to them, I want to say like they know how to listen. So maybe that could be something that you can kind of gain from this reading and work on with them. But you know, it's not always you that has to like falter, like what am I trying to say? Like trying to, it's not always, you don't always have to be the one to bend. And I feel like this person really kind of expects you to, and I think that's what is being hidden here as well. Like they expect you to bend to what they believe to be right, even though you, like I said, are pretty stubborn in the fact that you have experience that might say otherwise. And I think that you feel kind of at a standstill with this person at times because it doesn't feel like they're willing to give your way of being a chance. Yeah, I feel like this person can be full of a lot of empty promises. Like they might wish for things to be better, but like not put in the effort to make them better. They almost don't understand you know, this is somebody that doesn't maybe understand the fact that, like, if they want to build a family and have the family unit to rely on, like, especially if this is a masculine figure we're talking about, like, they might not understand that it's up to them to start providing an area to build their own family, in a sense, and not just, like, physically and, like, monetarily, but, like, in the sense of, like, creating the space of protection for a group of people. And I feel like this person may be really tied to certain people and keeping them safe when those people don't really need protection. Like, they have their own family built. They have their own things. You know, this could be someone that's, like I said, really tied to friends and family from the past. And, like, you're trying to show them your family or your friends or your way of doing things, and they're, like, not really that interested for some reason. I feel like this person is honestly really missing an opportunity to, like, see brighter potentials here. Yeah, we have blessing, flourishing, and unfinished business. And we have ending. So it's kind of making me feel like this person knows that, like, they love to be around you. That you're if, like, they have a lot of old friends, you are, like, the one new person to break in and become kind of a part of the group, is how it feels. And that's really unique. Honestly, I feel like they're seeing you as someone that's very unique for that, because, like I said, like, that's a very rare thing for this person. They're very stuck to what they know. So you've really offered them some type of greater impression, whether it's, like, you know, we have our first impressions, but then there's some people that, like, just who they are implies something. And I feel like you have implied a different philosophy that could be a lot more beneficial to this person. And you're showing them that maybe where they thought ends were all tied up, that was all where it was going to be, like, that's all it was going to be. You're showing them that, no, there is more work that could be done here. There is more processing. You know, maybe this person they get, like, halfway through something and then they're like, okay, that's good enough. Like, you're somebody that has shown this person that, like, not that good enough isn't good enough, but, like, that maybe it is all a matter of perspective, and it's all a matter of, like, how deep you're really willing to look into it, you know? We have give it time. And we also have challenges. So, one more. Open your heart. Okay, yeah. So I feel like this person is really trying to give this situation time and space. But what's coming up for them to open their heart, being, like, I see that as the challenge. They're having a hard time opening their heart to this and feeling, and, like, yeah, just having feelings about it that aren't superficial. Like, this person really wants to maintain status quo, and I feel like they're hiding that from you. They're hiding the fact that they're trying to keep things where they're at and don't necessarily want to move things forward or move in the way that you want them to. You know, they do see that as something being handed to them, and they're very grateful for that impression you have in their life. But, like, sometimes when we get offered something that we've always wanted, like, we don't always take it with, like, the same excitement that we might have manifested it with. And that's, like, kind of a niche, weird thing that comes up. But I feel like that's what is happening with this person. Like, maybe they have really wanted to have a family or something like that, and now you're offering kind of a mode to do that is different than what they expected or something of that nature. And they could just be like, I don't, like, just really him and hawing about it. But it's like, you wanted this, you know what I mean? So I feel like this person could be hiding, you know, their true reservations about situations, and maybe just the fact that they liked keeping on how things were keeping on. But they know that, like, they kind of started something here by having their visions in the first place. You know, like, it's always something that's kind of on the back burner for them. So when you bring it up to a front burner, they're like, oh God, not that again, you know? So even if it's their wish, which is crazy. So let me see some more cards here about what pile 3's person is not telling them. Yeah, we have puzzled. This person is very confused on what they're supposed to be doing. Like, they don't know if they're supposed, like, because that's the thing about regressive energy, is that it's pulling you back. It's pulling you into the comfort. And where is, growth found? It's in discomfort. So I feel like this person knows that they should be moving in a certain direction, but they just, like, can't get themselves to feel like it's the right time for them, I feel like. We have Archangel Michael. Protection, prevention, empowerment, divine intervention. Yeah, this person doesn't want to be bothered. We have Nightlife after. Okay, so, like, it's funny because we're talking family and, like, the Three of Cups coming up as well. Like, this person likes their social life. They like the life that they have established at home. Like, if you have, okay, this, for another group of you, this could be somebody that you are in a relationship with, and you guys have talked a lot about starting a family. They've talked a lot about starting family, and maybe you got pregnant, and then all of a sudden they're, like, starting, not cold feet, but starting to be like, oh my God, like, I'm really going to miss my, like, not single life, but, like, my life without children or without that kind of responsibility. Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. And, like, and that could also be somebody that's, like, knowing that, like, you're the full package, and they're like, well, I could take this further, but I really like my bachelor life. Or, something like that. I feel like this person is really hiding the fact that they're trying to, like, keep themselves safe. Which is funny because doing so is only going to cause harm, I feel like. The more that you stay hiding in this one area, the more, like, the universe is kind of push you out against your will. And I feel like this person has a really hard time, like, accepting that. We also have Sip in here, which rumors, nosy, gossip. It makes me feel like this person really likes to, like I said, their social life. They really enjoy going out and about and kind of being a part of the status quo again. So, this could also be, again, if this is a man, like, they could think of, like, the whole, like, ball and chain thing of, like, a wife and kids or something like that. Like, that could be something that they hear from other people. Like, maybe, they stop going out so much with their friends, like, when they do kind of come back around to you and they get, like, dogged for that or something like that. Like, their friends could, like, kind of feed into this, like, energy of, like, well, keep doing things your way. Like, don't bend for them kind of thing. And it's like, no, the universe is literally telling this person to, like, kind of bend a little for you. Do some self-searching for you for this relationship and, like, for this person to one day build a family that they want. So, yeah, this person is a little bit more deterred than what they might be letting on is what I feel like. Yeah, we have paranoid, caution, insecure, and guarded. And then one more, envy. So, yeah, I feel like this person maybe have some little chirping birds around them, whether it is family or, like I said, like, however family resonates, or friends that are just kind of keeping this person in a paranoid state of, like, maintaining, essentially, and keeping what's there. And, like, this person is really tied to, like, making sure that they can still spend time with their friends and still go out and stuff like that. Like, and it's not that will completely go away. And I feel like that's, like, what needs to occur to this person over time. The more that they, like, open their heart up to the idea of what their goal was initially and really letting it manifest in a physical, grounded sense, I feel like they're going to start to, like, see, like, okay, it's actually not that big of a deal, is what I kind of feel like. I feel like this person's going to start realizing, like I said, maybe the chirping birds of chitter chatter and opinions of others is actually more of, like, what is making them feel the need to regress. So yeah, that's so crazy. I said, like, the whole pregnant thing or something like that. So the Empress coming out here, these cards were intended, like, what's kind of coming next or out of this, like, hidden energy. And the Empress is that, like, that stable, secured family, like, mother figure sort of thing. And that nurturing and, like, provision that we were talking about. We also have Judgment reverse. One more. Ooh. And the Magician reverse. Oh, sideways, sorry. So it makes me feel like this person is at a crossroads. 8 of Cups in the back of the deck. They are at a crossroads right now where, like I said, they are really hiding the fact that they are kind of struggling, leaving behind what they've already known. But it's not they can't ignore this call. With Judgment in reverse, the call is going to happen whether they want it to or not. Like I said, whether it's through you announcing a pregnancy or, you know, some type of relationship deepening that occurs that really shows that you're not going to run away just because this person, like, has some kind of negative, not negative judgments, but just like poor judgments. You know, sometimes they like prioritize the wrong people. And I feel like you know your worth well enough that maybe you don't take that personally and you just let this person decide. You know, I guess if that's what you want to do, like play stupid games, win stupid prizes, is kind of how I feel like your viewpoint on it is. And so this person, you're seeing them kind of learn and teach themselves through their curiosity that like I said, maybe they do have some misperceptions and like poor judgments on situations, and maybe the things that they're afraid to leave behind are actually going to be very beneficial to leave behind. It's going to bring a whole new stage of life for them that maybe they are just misperceiving right now, because of kind of like a almost misogynistic, patriarchal type of vantage point that they might have, that is associated to their family and how their family has maybe processed and previously dealt with this, or friends, whatever that may be. But yeah, group 3, I hope this message resonated for you guys and helped you out in your situation. And if it did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to my channel for more intuitively channeled messages like so. If you want to book a personal reading with me, as always, link down below to do so. Otherwise, I'm going to skedaddle and I'll see you in a later video. Peace.